Hi, welcome to the latest episode of Coffee at Kunzum. So I'm with Chetan Mahajan, who wrongly went to jail, the Bokaro jail of all the places in the country, and had a harrowing experience. A corporate executive jailed for the wrong reasons reminds me of the Shawshank Redemption, if you've seen the movie. And he came back and published his diary from jail. So Chetan, we're talking about the bad boys of Bokaro.
Sure.
Right? So there must have been bad boys and there must have been some not so bad boys.
Sure.
Right? You were not a bad boy there, right? So tell me about one or two characters who are etched in your memory.
So there's a wide variety of different kinds of people there.
Mm-hmm.
There are the career criminals. There are the people who choose to be criminals almost out of choice. That's what they do. And there was a few of those people also there. I tried my best to kind of, maintain a respectful distance from that crowd. Then there was a whole bunch of people who were there for, really small things. Kisi ne cycle churai hai, mobile phone theft, things like that. And young people. That was the other surprising thing about the jail was it was full of these, 20-somethings. There's a separate ward, which is the juvenile ward, which is again teenagers. And so you have a lot of these petty criminal variety. And then there were the people which again, reveals a lot about the India that we kind of are distanced from in our urban Delhi life or Bombay life. And that is, you had a lot of people who were in there for having mistreated women.
Okay.
Dowry deaths, dowry related cases, and stuff like that. In fact, even when I was in jail, the gang rape story was really hot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you heard the men talk about and their whole attitude towards women, in small town India, it's still a very different world from what we assume is what most Indians behave and think, because their whole perspective is still extremely conservative.
Okay.
But talking about the various kinds of people, so there was interesting characters. A 62-year-old man who was popularly inside the jail known as Reiki Chacha.
Okay.
And he was this quasi-religious, mystic, tantric, whatever you want to call him.
Okay.
But he would actually look at people and he'd be able to say things like, आपके right shoulder में problem है, आपके इसमें ये problem है.
Okay.
And so, jail you have nothing to do. So out of curiosity, I said, आप मेरे को भी अपना रेकी scan करके बताओ what you find. And so he said, हाँ, लेकिन आपको, you'll have to pay me for it. So I said, okay, what do I pay you? So he wanted a packet of cigarettes.
Okay.
So I arranged for a packet of cigarettes, which you can do, but it takes a couple of days. And then I gave him his pack of cigarettes, and then he did my scan.
Okay.
And he shared his take on me. He got a surprising number of things accurate.
Okay.
Like he said that your sister has a stomach problem, and my sister is gluten intolerant.
Okay.
He said that my mother has problems with her knees, which is true because she just had knee replacement surgery.
Okay.
So he got a lot of things right.
Okay.
But he also got enough wrong that I didn't kind of fall at his feet.
Okay.
But so he was there. There is a
why was he there?
Again, accused of some economic crime similar to mine. 420 ka case.
Achha. Okay.
And in addition to just the people, there is a whole language which is spoken inside the jail.
Okay.
तो मुलाकाती होता है जो आपको मिलने आता है. Visitor, he's called a मुलाकाती. अगर कोई बहुत somebody started to lose it, you don't say उसका screw ढीला हो गया है.
Okay.
जेल में बोलते हैं उसका टावर छोड़ दिया है.
Okay.
And that means that his cell phone is disconnected from the tower.
Wow.
So that's what the context is. Tower chhod diya hai. So basically it's a wide variety of pretty interesting people. I mean, there's only men, there's no women.
Okay.
There's a separate cell for women, but there's a very, very huge distance maintained. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's an interesting one.
So none of the guys could sneak in for a night out there?
No, it's a jail.
Yeah.
So there's no sneaking anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any particularly bad boy that you got in trouble with?
So I didn't get in trouble with. See, what happened was on the very first day, the papers published this whole news that this guy is in for 2 crores worth of information. And everybody's scanning the papers.
Okay.
And everybody knows who's just arrived.
Okay.
So there was a lot of threatening and there was a lot of coercion that was happening or starting to happen on the very first day.
Mm-hmm.
Because people thought this guy is coming to jail, he's rich and we can make some money off of him.
Okay.
It could be by scaring him, it could be by threatening him, it could be by beating him up.
Okay.
So any of those things were options.
Sure.
But then, like I said earlier, my father turned up and that changed a lot of things. I ended up being treated a little like another one of the words, which is not a jail word, but it's more of a upcountry word, is पैरवी.
Okay.
पैरवी is basically he's well connected.
Okay.
तो लोगों को पता चल गया कि इसकी काफी पैरवी है. So they kind of left me alone.
Okay.
But if that had not been the case, there would probably have been a lot more going on with me.
Okay. So Chetan, did you tell any of those guys who thought you were a rich guy that if you find the 2 crores on me, keep it and get me out of here?
Well, no, I didn't, because none of them has the ability. If they had that ability, they wouldn't be in there themselves. But one of the things that the guys did get a lot of curious about was, आप ये लिखते क्या रहते हो?
Okay.
Because obviously when I was there,
sure.
First it was running and reading, and then when I was able to get my hands on paper and pen.
Okay.
So you don't have a laptop in there.
Okay.
So I was actually writing the whole thing like old world style. There was a lot of curiosity. What is it that you keep writing?
Okay.
And how can you write like 2-3 hours every day?
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
And did you build up a little band of supporters or followers who were like your unofficial bodyguards kind of a thing? Okay, we are there for you. Don't worry.
Well, I wouldn't call it bodyguards or supporters.
Yeah.
But you did form some relationships. I mean, if you're in any place for a month, you do, form some association. So there was this Asim and Nageshwar were 2 guys with whom they were in the same ward as me, and we would typically eat together.
Okay.
So there was a bit of a bond that formed there.
Okay.
Pappu Ansari was kind of my walking partner.
Okay.
Because there's, again, lack of anything to walk karo. तो walk करते थे तो दिन में कई बार 2-3 घंटा walk कर लेते थे.
Okay.
So this guy would also be walking, I'd also be walking. And so we kind of formed a bit of a relationship.
So as an under trial, you're not supposed to do labor yet, right?
So you would have to do labor, but you can buy your way out of that also.
Okay. Labor of the kind?
Farming hoti hai wahan pe. So you actually have some, vegetables and stuff which grows inside the jail, and you're required to do certain things.
Sure.
So digging, gardening, those kind of things.
Any dirty jobs?
But not really.
Okay.
Not really. I never had to find out.
Okay.
But somebody does have to do some dirty jobs. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think this whole under trial business is wrong because you're not convicted yet? And then you're still under those harsh conditions. I always feel globally, is that a fair system?
Well, it is fundamentally unfair because you are being taken away from your freedom under suspicion. So it's like, guilty until proven guilty, kind of thing. But I think what is really unfair is when you have somebody in there for a really long period of time. मतलब मेरा चलो ठीक है 2 हफ्ते में निकल आया. But the stigma that's attached to coming out of jail, and I also have to deal with it even today, although I was there for just a month. But if somebody is in there for say a year, and there are guys who were there for like much longer. Case चल रहा है, bail नहीं हुई या bail के लिए पैसा नहीं होता कई बार. Even if the bail is set at like 1,500, you don't have the money.
Wow. Okay.
Some of these guys. So it's really not fair, because if whatever you have in terms of life, it could be a marriage, it could be an education, it could be a job, it could be your own business.
Okay.
In a year, everything is gone.
True.
And then trying to come back and explain to people I was in jail, but I was not actually convicted. ऐसा वो तो कहेंगे 1 साल जेल में कट के आया.
True.
So your whole life script gets rewritten with just that one fact. So it's
totally
completely unfair.
Yeah, because especially for somebody who's not empowered, right? They would feel like even they'll get the brunt of everyone around, right?
So for someone like me, all things said, I was on a pedestal. I was very, very different from the average Indian. They have a much harder time.
I can imagine.
Than I had.
Yeah. So are you called a bad boy or a nice boy now?
I think it depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
But when you tell people, or when they find out, वो पूछते हैं कि हाँ भाई क्यों जेल गए थे, and then you tell them क्या ऐसा ये हुआ था. But then somewhere you can hear it ticking in the back of people's mind. 1 महीना काट के आया, कुछ तो किया ही होगा.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I think what I'm going to strongly recommend that everyone reads this book.
Oh, sure.
And hopefully somebody will make a Hollywood and a Bollywood movie out of this without losing the flavor of the book.
I hope so.
And I hope what happened to you doesn't happen to anyone else in the future.
I hope so.
And certainly so. And I hope you have a great life ahead.
Sure,
and
thanks so much.
Thank you for joining us, and all the best with the success of the book.
It's been a privilege. Thank you so much.
Thanks.